Hey, welcome back. We have some pens here, and I'm excited about this because I have not seen this pen reviewed. It is a new pen from the team at Maverick Customs. I'm only familiar with Maverick Customs from their work on the Demco branded pry bar. So they did a pry bar with like the Demco, if you're familiar with the 80-20.5, they have this very particular, or even the 80-20, this very particular pocket clip on it. And they built a pry bar with that Demco style pocket clip on it. I thought that was pretty cool. So they caught my eye at that point. They appear to be based out of Kentucky. Am I reading that right? Rhode Island, Kentucky? I'm not 100% clear on this here, but maybe I'll do a little more research. This is an unboxing. This is not a review. So if you start trying to take me for, some sort of authoritative review on this, please don't. It's an unboxing. I'll give you my initial impressions, and we'll see what we think. But Maverick Customs has recently started making a pen, and there were a few reasons why I thought that this pen was very interesting. So one of them was that it comes with a bunch of different, let me just make sure there's nothing, no sensitive here. A bunch of different refills, and it has 2 adapters and 3 springs to make everything work. Pretty cool. So let's see what we think. This one is brass, and it is a new mechanism that I hadn't seen before, at least. And this is how you get the refill to come out. Kind of cool. A little crunchy, but it works. It's a pretty simple concept, but pretty neat. And I really think the finish and stuff there is cool. I also like a lot of what this means because I can, deploy it, move it around in my hand, and not have to deal with some sort of bolt hitting my hand or whatever. So yeah, that is a good start. Let's see what the other one was. I ordered a few of these in different materials to try and be able to show that. So we'll see. Hopefully I ended up with one in a different material, but this looks like, yes, excellent. This one, I'm not actually 100% sure if this one's one of the titanium or the aluminum. It looks like it's titanium, and it feels nice and light like titanium. I definitely like this one. You can see here, patent pending. Is that? Yeah, it says it on the other one too. Patent pending on this mechanism. Very cool. This one is actually a little smoother. It goes through the whole throw without sort of having like, this one has kind of like a little bit of a, yeah, there's a little bit of like a catch there for some reason. Now, granted, these are, I don't want to call it prototype, but the first out. So we'll give him a little bit of grace on some of this stuff. You can see this Maverick logo here, stamped a little more definitively on this one. I like the look, I like the weight, I like the feel of the pen. And I like this one more. With the weight and the little grip lines, this is like a super light, throw it in the pocket, maybe a little bit of a conversation piece. Yeah, that goes right in the pocket, no problem. So let's do some measurements on this, and then we'll play around a little bit with refills. How about that? I don't know how you do the refill. You might have to open the back here and let the refill out, which is kind of interesting. That would be very interesting. Then you would assume that these would need to be like brass so that they're nice and smooth. So we'll probably do that on the unboxing as well here. Let's get into it. So here on the weight front, this guy's definitely got some heft to it. Most people would probably actually prefer a little bit more heft. I'm always like a fan of the light pens. So 1.345 ounces for the brass. Nice little stonewash finish on that or whatever too. A nice little dark finish on that. Holy cow. 0.595 on that one. So some of these are done in tie. This one, it looks like, is a dark matter carbon fiber. This one, I think, is the titanium finish. So that's going to be a little heavier than this. And then just the bodies and everything are very different in weight here. I mean, that was shocking that it was that light. I felt that it was light, but wow. That's like, it's almost an ounce lighter. That's super light. I mean, I don't know how much, this is one of the lightest pens out there, same size on the Smooth Precision pens, and it's way heavier. Like almost a 1/4 ounce heavier. That is shocking. Now I'm really compelled. So let's see if we can swap this out. I think I'll do it on this one since, I don't know why since, but just because, I guess. It looks like it's a T8 on the hardware there. Let's see what you have to do. I don't see, is there any instructions here? Unlike other pens on the market, this comes with the ability to use your favorite refills. Proudly made, designed, USA. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. It didn't really say how to take this apart, so it's gonna assume that maybe you only have to take off the back one. Yep, it's kind of feeling like that assumption was correct there. I'm gonna guess if I don't hold on to this, it might shoot out because of the pressure of the spring or something. Is that gonna just slide out now? No? Maybe you have to take pocket clip off as well. And the whole thing can come out maybe? Okay. Underneath the pocket clip and the screw is like a little bolt. Maybe that can get pushed through very carefully. Wonder what the right way is to get that out of there without messing it up. I'm also very curious on tip wiggle. Not too bad, a little bit, but not bad. Almost none, so that's really good. Let's do a quick writing test before I dig in too much more here. And if there's a little noise in the background, it's because my son just came home from school. He's doing his thing. My office is right next to the kitchen, and yeah, sorry for the weak piece of paper. I didn't prep fast. I got excited to get this one on video, so let's see. Oh yeah, it feels great. I can't remember from the website, but it feels like it's about a 0.38 on the diameter, maybe a 0.39. Oh, that feels fantastic. If I can't count too well. Yeah, nice. Okay, now let's see. So no tip wiggle. We're breaking this thing down. We're gonna figure out how the heck to get into this. Boom. Oh, feels like it might just push out. Maybe I was pushing it in the wrong direction. Maybe it can only go out one direction or something. That is starting to come out there. Might want to, I don't know why they retired this, but the old Leatherman squirt, use the old trusty Leatherman squirt to get it the rest of the way out here maybe. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, and that one is feeling like a titanium. So here you go. So you've got spring and a refill. Over here we got a spring and a refill. Let's see if we can make this thing work. Nicely packaged. I wonder where he gets this. This looks like almost like he bought it like a kit or something. But it doesn't seem like, it seems like a lot of this is probably made in-house. I don't know. The pricing on these, by the way, range from $100 for a pen for $100 for brass. Maybe let me think. 100 for brass. I think it was 150 for, maybe it's 100 for aluminum. I don't know. They range from like 100 to 150, somewhere in that range. This one could be aluminum. That might be why it's so light, because that is just crazy light. Not too back end heavy either, just a touch, given, you know, that and everything. So let's see. Let's go for the Parker. I think that's a slightly more popular one. Now this said With the Parker, you use the shorter one. Use the short adapter for Parker Schmidt. Then the Zebra is going to use, obviously, the longer adapter here. Short. Oh, did one of these come out? This kit. Oh, this is the thing that goes across. Sorry, I'm new here. All right, so the question is, this would go in first. Then this would go on top of it. Does it say round side up? Use the adapter. It doesn't say whether you use the round side up, but I'm going to guess the round side up would make more sense so that that thing can kind of come around a little more easily. Ooh, I don't know. That doesn't even feel like it fits in there. That's kind of weird. So maybe it's round side down. I don't know. That didn't even like fit in there. The top thing does seem like it has a bit of a lip, but not 100% sure what's going on here. Maybe it needs to get in like past this top part, but I don't think we're going to get this done on this video here. So suffice to say, this is a little bit of an unknown still on the swapping and this stuff. That may or may not work according to plan. Let's see how hard it is to get this back in. So you got your pocket clip side over here. Is this directional? It's definitely not the easiest thing you could conceive to do what you're doing, that's for sure. But that did pretty much do what I was hoping it would. You just got to kind of hold that refill down and away from it while you get it through, I think. Hope for a little bit of luck. I could definitely see myself scratching stuff up while I'm doing this and messing it up somehow. And or if it's directional, which I'm not 100% sure, maybe it needs to go in one side and not the other. But I am finding I can kind of hold this down here. And then probably push this through. There we go. All right, go in through the small side towards the, from the pocket clip side towards the other side. Of course, that doesn't help much if you don't have this in. All right, that makes a lot more sense actually. So, whoa, we're having fun now. All right. Now you don't need that because you're going to use this to push it down. Now the question would be, which direction does this need to go in? Because we're trying to make it so this can deploy the refill, so it would go that way. That makes a ton more sense. So I'm going to hold that right there. Go in from this side like we just did before. And hopefully, somewhat miraculously, punch that through there. All right. Now, pocket clip goes back on. Let's do this with this guy, my preferred tool of choice here. If you need to, you could use two of them, you know, two tools to counter screw here. So overall, a little bit nuanced, a little bit funky. Let's get the T8 out of here. Okay. And this and this side, this and that side. I got a feeling you don't want to over tighten this because you could see that potentially kind of racing down on things and then not operating correctly. Okay, back in business here. Yeah, it's got a little bit of the fidget factor. Now with the titanium, it's a little rougher than with the carbon fiber. So if you're ordering one, I would recommend going with that carbon fiber dark matter. I just don't know if this one is, oh, we got a little bit of a pocket clip not on straight there, by the way. So they may need to work on putting a pin in that pocket clip so that that stays on there nice and, oh, you know what, it's just a little bit loose. Oh yeah, that should be fine now. Oh, nope, it's not fine. No, it is not. Oh, maybe it was. Let me see. Nope, too tight. Too tight is a problem. So there's definitely some nuance here to this design. They probably want to pin that so that this doesn't have to be too crazy tight in order to not have the pocket clip move. But yeah, the carbon fiber one feels a little better to me. Overall, a cool new entry into the pen market for sure. And interesting to see where it goes. Obviously, again, these are patent pending, very early design versions of these. And hard to say what will come of this in the longer term. I'm going to get to tinker with this a little bit off video and see what I think. And yeah, that's one of the other things to point out is it's a very efficient design in multiple ways. Not only is this extremely light in this version, that's a full-size G2 refill in the size of a pen that is normally a Parker size. And there are not many like that, just to compare in size here. So this length here is 4.75-ish. So you got a 4.75 inch pen weighing half an ounce, 0.6 ounces, that has plenty of room when deployed to roll around your hand without being annoying. It looks cool, and it takes a G2 refill. So that's a pretty compelling combo overall, I have to say. Now, pocket clip, stability, not over tightening this so that the action works fine. Those will be some nuances that, you know, we'll have to see how things progress from here. But I'd love that to have a pin if it's possible, just so that pocket clip's a little more stable there without having to tighten it down too much. And then, yeah, you're going to see there's a few more showing up here. I got one, I think, with Anno on it, so we'll see how that looks. And yeah, this one's definitely my choice. I'm normally not the biggest like ring grip person. I like them on the Smooth Precision pens because they're not like overdone or over deep. And I'd say the same thing here. The way he's finishing this, it feels pretty smooth in hand and feels pretty good. So these could be really nice in like a no grip configuration. Could be really nice with this material, with this finish on it. It's not my favorite. I just personally like something a little smoother, more on the smooth side. But this is a very compelling entry to the market. It doesn't immediately jump out to me as like the highest fit and finish, the most engineering forward, but it's very simple, fidgety, packs a punch in terms of the size to refill ratio. Almost no tip wiggle there on the G2. I don't know how that'll play out with the others. And definitely has a unique and cool look to it. So I I think that is all for now. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.